this is Persephone, and today I'm going to talk to you about the used panty fetish. I'm using the term used because there are a variety of fetishes that include panties. For example, upskirt fetish, where men experience sexual arousal by seeing an upskirt. But because those fetishes are going to make the video too big, and we want to be focused on how you can make money from a fetish as a noob, we're going to focus on the used panty part. So first of all, in my opinion, this is not really a fetish for most people who experience it, in a sense that it's very natural to be sexually aroused by the scent of your partner or the scent that a young woman has. It's pheromones, I mean, we are human beings, we are sexual beings, and I think we all know someone who says, I'm keeping my boyfriend's shirt when he's away and I'm wearing it, or I'm smelling it and I feel less lonely, something like that. It starts to cross an uncomfortable territory when it becomes an obsession and it results in problematic behaviors. For example, in Japan, there have been incidents. I mean, I'm sure they don't just happen in Japan, but those are the articles I've read and found, of men breaking into women's apartments to steal used panties. So as long as, for me, it doesn't interfere with your personal life and real life to get you in trouble, it's totally fine. The men who have the fetish usually, again, experience sexual arousal by smelling women's panties and use them to masturbate, to fantasize, to do a variety of things. It can be the panties of a woman that they know personally, or it can be the panties of a girl that they know online, or they answered an ad, or she's a cam girl, and so on. The thing is, it's a fetish that can often correlate with other fetishes, for example, scat fetish or pee fetish, and in those cases, the men want panties that they are heavily soiled, or they are peed on, or in case of someone having alpha couple fetish, they want the woman to have sex with her boyfriend or her partner and then send the panties. Or they may ask her to masturbate in the panties, to stuff her in her vagina. The list is endless. So it's, in general, a very custom tailored fetish. And if you are part of Findom or BDSM or online sex world, you can listen to stories about all kinds of requests. So what happens in those cases is that when you are into, a dire financial situation, you can make a gold mine out of this fetish. I say dire because usually it's something that it doesn't include any direct exposure or danger. In most cases, you don't have to show your face, and you can actually sell your used panties online and make a lot of money. I'm going to start explaining for people who are complete noobs and they have no idea what I'm talking about. So if you're more experienced, please bear with me for a moment to make it easier for our noobs. First of all, it's not about just wearing panties. Usually, and I think it's professional to ask, there is some proof asked that the woman who is selling the panties is actually a woman and not some 60-year-old morbidly obese truck driver who is stealing pictures of girls and impersonating them, or some kind of 30-year-old Hapa YouTuber, I'm not going to say more, who's stealing girls' pictures and impersonates them. So usually you're going to be asked to actually wear the panties and send photos together with your panties, either Polaroid or simple ones that prove that it's you. Most women who are starting choose to not show their faces, so from nose down, but you can show your entire face as well too. It's actually going to increase your sales. So what are you going to do when you want to start? First of all, the panties that maintain the smell better are made out of cotton. You can use any kind of material you like, but because they're going to be shipped away and you don't know how long it's going to take for them to arrive, and they have to be in a Ziploc bag. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. It's better to use panties that they are either 100% cotton or they have cotton in a very big percentage. Okay. So you got them, you wear them, and then what? There are plenty of places that you can sell them. I recommend Panty Deal. I know plenty of women who have very good like customers from there. It's a site that you can sign up for a fee, and then the fee is small, and then you can start selling. But if you say, I want to start my business and I have no money, I think Reddit, who has entire subreddits about that, is a very good place to start. I also recommend to accept custom-made requests because they are going to give you more money, but do not place your health in danger by getting requests such as, I want a pair that you have worn for 6 days straight. That's the best way to not get money but get a vaginal infection instead. For me, 2 days maximum is the best choice. If you want 3 or more, proceed at your own risk. So you accept the request, you get to wear the panties, and after you're done, you're putting them into the Ziploc bag that I mentioned earlier. You write used clothes or secondhand clothes and you ship them, because you cannot exactly write what they are, and technically it is used clothes. Since you're going to have an online business, I always recommend a PO box. You never know, it is the internet, there are dangers, and it's better for people to not know your address. I don't care if you know them for years, I don't care if they seem nice, never give your address to anyone. Other than that, you can greatly expand your market when there is a personal connection with you and your audience. By personal connection, I mean if you have watched my previous videos, you already know that you should have your Twitter, you should have your FedLife, you should have a bunch of social media that actually promote you. If you do any kind of coming work, people also know you, and you can sell your panties in coming sites, for example, Chaturbate, My Free Camps, and also lately Pornhub has this feature that, or it's starting it, I'm not really sure, I haven't tried it, that you can sell anything you want there too. And it's much better for someone to have a relationship with you and to know you, because you can actually increase your prices and you have a variety of customers to actually cater to, compared to someone who is anonymous. Of course, it comes with the greatest risk, but everything in life is a risk. One thing that also helps is to have a variety of unused panties available, their pictures, and your customers can get to choose which design they like. But you're going to say, Persephone, what are you talking about? Men usually don't care about panty designs. Actually, in this area, I've noticed that there are men who have very specific fantasies, and they may ask you that they want pink frilly ones or black lace ones or whatever, and it's also a very good idea to have a variety. If you're starting with not enough money, buy the cheapest ones that look decent, and they are made mostly out of cotton. And for the people who are actually making a fuss and they want this and that, create an Amazon wish list, put the panties there and say, you can always buy me an item from my wish list, or you can just buy me an item and ship it to me to my PO box, and I'm going to wear it and ship it back to you. You can easily make $600 to $700 a month with that. It could be a lot more depending on how much effort you are putting on that. It's the same as every other business. The more effort you put, the more money you make. And it's relatively one of the safest things in online sex work, because like I said, you don't even have to show your face to anyone. One thing that differentiates this fetish from other fetishes is that you can actually do it when you are a guy without catfishing anyone and get a huge amount of money as well, as long as you are okay with having a gay audience. Personally, I find it ridiculous when I see guys freaking out for having a gay audience. We're in the 21st century, and I think that people who freak out with gays and with lesbians and they're so homophobic, deep down they have suppressed homosexual desires, but that's a topic for a different video. All I'm going to say now, if there is interest, I can make a video about the guys as well, is that if you are a guy and you are known, you can sell boxers, briefs, socks, and stuff like that to gay men and get paid as much as the women, or even more if you are popular. And you can do that as a guy without actually having to steal women's pictures to catfish people online. I always say that whatever you do, you should be a professional. You shouldn't steal pictures, you shouldn't steal videos, you shouldn't catfish. It's going to come bite you back in ways that you may not realize, from DMCAs to actually some creeper showing up and murdering a girl, and it's going to be your fault and the police is going to trace it back to you and you're going to be in trouble. In this age, thanks to the internet, there is an audience for every body type. I'm serious about what I'm saying to you, so For those of you that you're asking me, you don't have to look like a supermodel. Actually, I know girls who are chubby, girls who have freckles, girls who have all kinds of things, and they make a shit ton of money. So it just takes the will to start, and it's going to be just fine. Again, I'm waiting for your video recommendations in the comment section, and thank you very much for watching.